Hello everyone, today I will be talking about a movie from 1994, Forrest Gump. Be sure to like and subscribe to help the channel. In 1981, Forrest Gump is sitting on a bench at a bus stop, and he has decided to tell his life story to a stranger who is sitting on the bench next to him. As a young boy, Forrest wore leg braces because he had a curved spine and was unable to walk properly. He grew up in a boarding house in Alabama with his mother, who taught him to always believe in himself, in spite of his physical limitations. Additionally, Forrest has a below-average IQ. To get him accepted into a public school, Forrest's mother agreed to sleep with the principal in exchange for Forrest's admission. In a flashback, Forrest meets Jenny Curran on the first day of school on the bus. The two become fast friends and they spend all their time together. Jenny is beautiful and a good friend to Forrest, but she struggles at home with a sexually abusive father. One day, when a group of children start bullying Forrest, Jenny tells him to run and he tries to run away with his leg braces still on. In the process, his leg braces miraculously fall off. Forrest finds that he can run really fast and easily escapes the bullies. As time passes, Forrest and Jenny remain good friends. In high school, while running from some bullies, Forrest accidentally runs into a football field and outruns all of the players. Forrest gets noticed by the football coach and accepted into college on a sports scholarship. During this time, the college gets desegregated and a number of black students are admitted, a historic event at which Forrest is present. Forrest ends up meeting President John F. Kennedy after getting recruited onto the All-American football team. After graduation, he joins the army and meets a friend at boot camp, Bubba, a young black man whose one dream is to start a shrimping business. Forrest and Bubba become good friends and they spend all their time together in the army. Forrest has an easy life in the military because he listens well and follows orders. While in the army, Forrest finds out that Jenny was expelled from college because she posed nude in a magazine wearing her school sweater. Forrest goes to find Jenny in Memphis, where she is singing naked at a strip club. Forrest tells Jenny he loves her and that he is being sent to fight in the war in Vietnam. In Vietnam, Forrest and Bubba are put under the command of Lieutenant Dan, an army officer who has had an ancestor die in every significant American war. The platoon in which Forrest serves gets attacked under heavy fire and are ordered to retreat. Forrest runs as fast as he can and soon enough finds that he is the only one from his platoon who made it out. Instinctively, Forrest runs back with the intent of finding Bubba. In doing so, Forrest finds and saves all of his fellow soldiers. He even saves Lieutenant Dan, even though Dan was intent on dying in battle, like his ancestors. Unfortunately, when he finds Bubba, he is severely injured, and eventually dies in Forrest's arms when they make it out. Forrest is sent to an army hospital after taking a bullet to his rear end in the battle. There, he is in a bed next to Lieutenant Dan, who lost both his legs in the attack. At the hospital, Forrest starts playing ping pong and is really good at it. Back in Washington, Forrest receives the Medal of Honor from President Lyndon Johnson. Forrest is then pulled into an anti-war demonstration, and he is asked to give a speech about the Vietnam War. While giving the speech, Jenny shouts his name, and they embrace joyfully. On the contrary, Jenny has become a hippie radical. She is also in an abusive relationship, which Forrest tries to protect her from to no avail. Forrest plays ping pong internationally, including playing against the Chinese team. Afterwards, he returns to New York and appears on the Dick Cavett Show, meeting John Lennon. He runs into Lieutenant Dan, who is in a wheelchair and living on a disability pension. He spends 1972's New Year's Eve in New York City with Dan, and the two become close. When Forrest tells Dan about his plans to buy a shrimp boat, Dan laughs at him and sarcastically tells him that if his dream ever comes true, he will be Forrest's first mate. Forrest soon meets President Richard Nixon and is put up in the Watergate complex, where he accidentally exposes the Watergate scandal. Meanwhile, Jenny gets addicted to drugs and continues to go from one abusive relationship to another. Forrest is discharged from the army and is asked to endorse a ping-pong paddle, which earns him $25,000. With this money, he buys a shrimping boat, keeping his promise to Bubba. He names the boat Jenny, but has little success in catching shrimp. Lieutenant Dan keeps his promise to Forrest and he joins him in his shrimping endeavors. When Hurricane Carmen destroys all the boats except for Jenny, Forrest and Dan become successful shrimpers. Immediately after his success comes, Forrest discovers his mother is dying of cancer, and he immediately rushes home to see her. Dan invests Forrest's part of the money into Apple computers, earning Forrest a fortune, confirming his status as a gazillionaire. One day, Jenny visits Forrest and stays with him for a while. When Forrest proposes to her, she declines, but they end up having sex that night. The next day, Jenny leaves Forrest. Distraught, Forrest starts running around the country without stopping, except to sleep and eat. His persistent running catches the attention of many, and turns him into a celebrity. Large numbers of people start following him in on his runs, and this eventually catches Jenny's attention. He finally ends his run in the Monument Valley, and turns around to walk home. When the scene shifts back to the present on the bench at the bus stop, Forrest tells the woman sitting next to him that he is in Savannah to visit Jenny, who had wrote to him. He explains that he is waiting for a bus to go to Jenny's house, and tells the woman her address. The woman tells him that he can just walk since it is only a few blocks away, and Forrest immediately runs over. When Forrest meets Jenny, she introduces him to her son, Forrest. Jenny tells Forrest that the boy is his and that she is sick with an unknown virus. The three move to Greenbow and Jenny and Forrest get married. Dan comes to the wedding with his fiancée. Dan is no longer in a wheelchair, but has prosthetic legs. Forrest lives happily with Jenny and Forrest Jr., but Jenny eventually dies. The last scene in the film shows Forrest sending Forrest Jr. to the bus on his first day of school. The feather that Forrest had picked up earlier is also shown to be flying away up into the sky, and the movie ends. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out.